are?
Sam Rogowski.
Sam Rogowski.
Yes.
And Sam Rogowski, you're with Work One.
Well, yep, that's the building I work at. Officially, I work at the Department of Workforce Development.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you're developing the workforce.
You got
and
it.
a particular section, I understand.
Yeah, so I'm the local veteran employment rep.
And what does that mean?
So that means I reach out to employers in Northwest Indiana, and I tell them all the reasons why they should hire a veteran, how to hire a veteran, where they can find them.
Oh, that's good.
And I always try to tell them what they should pay them, which is a lot of money.
You must have been in the military yourself.
I was, yep.
What branch?
I was in the Army, and I was a combat engineer. I got started in 1998, and then in 2002, I moved into the National Guard. Still as a combat engineer, and you know what? I never got deployed till I joined the National Guard, which is kind of funny. Which I didn't expect that, but I went on 2 deployments to Iraq with that unit, and everyone got back safe and sound, which is good.
That is a miracle.
So mission accomplished on that. And then, you know, towards the end of that, I went to school at Purdue North Central in Westville, now Northwest. Got my degree in human resource management, and then went on to work at Work One.
You did. And how did you get segued into working with veterans?
You know what? The veteran rep who kind of does my job, that did my job back then, got me in.
Oh, there you go.
And so there's kind of a long line of that actually, of the vet rep will help you get into Work One if that's where you want to be, if that's where you belong. And otherwise we'll get you in somewhere else.
And so here you are at Work One.
Yep.
And how do you know you've been successful?
Oh, well, you know, I run the reports and the good numbers, but I feel successful whenever I help a veteran find employment, whenever I get them connected to disability benefits, get them connected to education benefits, help them take advantage of anything that, you know, that they worked for, but maybe they don't know that they have coming.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That's fabulous. So how do you find these veterans to help?
A lot of them come through the door, and you know, before COVID, that was just kind of how it was. As veterans knew, come on in, and we'll help you out. But now we kind of have to get out into the community and really search for them.
What do you think is different that made that, besides COVID? They're just not going out. What's happening?
I think there's the general switch of who is looking for work right now. And of course, Work One is employment focused.
Right.
And we kind of help with these other things on the side. But I'm not exactly sure how I could define it, but we go out to homeless shelters. We go out to veteran organizations. We go to anywhere we think a veteran might be.
Like pads in Michigan City.
You got it. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
And we help them out. You know, we help them whatever kind of help that they want. We try to connect them to that help. And if it's the employment help they want, we definitely help them out.
So, where did you grow up?
Well, I spent my earliest years in Hobart, Indiana.
Okay.
Then my family moved to Valpo, but more by the Lake County border, so by Deep River Water Park.
Yeah. I know where that is.
Yeah, it's a good time over there.
Splashtastic.
And then once I graduated high school, you know, I lived in a rural area, nothing to do, nowhere to go. So I thought, well, I might as well join the Army, and that's off I went.
Off you went. So did you think you'd be doing what you're doing today when you were a kid?
No. Well, when I was a kid, I knew I would join the military.
Did you?
Like I was.
You come from a long line of people who joined the military in your family?
I do. My dad was in Antarctica in the Navy. My great uncle was in World War II. My grandpa was in World War I. And
That's a line.
That's a line. I don't
Maybe
know what
the
they
Civil
did.
War before that.
Maybe I know he rode a horse actually, so I was like, that's the old time, old time horse. And so I always thought it was cool when I was young, and then off I went.
Off you went.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's wonderful that you're in a place that can, in a sense, pay back.
Yeah, I really like it. And you know what else is? When I was getting out of the military, they put you through a program called, now it's called Transition Assistance Program.
Okay.
And you have all these retired sergeant majors around telling you, well, this is how you become a civilian again and get a job. And I was like, well, I want to do this job. And they told me, no, you don't. This job is not good. And I was
Which job is that? The
my job I
you
have now. They didn't like
Why
it.
isn't it
I think
good?
it was just different back then. It didn't pay very well, which back then I think that's what they judged it on. But it pays it's very rewarding if you are into making people feel like a success, and just benefiting the community in general. So I really like it for that reason.
Do you have a favorite story about someone you helped?
Oh man. Well, all the stories are really kind of standard, but what I really like is that there's 2 permanent homeless shelters. I don't think that's the way to put it, but basically a homeless shelter where someone can stay semi-permanently, I
Like
guess.
the pads in Michigan City?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one is in, there's one in Hobart behind the mall, and there's one in downtown Gary. And I really like helping those people be able to move. They get in there because they've been homeless for 2 or more years, I believe. And there's a place called Gersheimer Glass that they hire every veteran that we send their way.
Really?
Yep, and they're in Chicago Heights. They pay very well. And they're just able to work with the vets and get them, skilled and employed, and man, they're a real success over there.
That's really good to hear.
Yeah.
That's really good to hear. So you love your job, I can tell.
Oh yeah, I definitely do.
That's great. Do you have any advice for someone who is, unhappy doing whatever they're doing in terms of work, and they're a little afraid and they don't know quite what to do to fix it?
Yeah, if you were to come into the office, or we could come to them, either way, we're 100% mobile. So what we like to do, the process that always seems to work is come in, do the assessment to see what you want to do, do the assessment to see what you can do, see where they meet up, and then we're going to make a resume to get that type of a job.
What a novel concept.
It's easy, but it doesn't...
Not everybody takes the time to do those steps.
It's just taking the time to do it, and it's easy for me because I do it every day, but I don't expect anyone else to be an expert, so let me do it for you. It's free.
Right.
Yeah.
So you just ask the questions?
Yeah, well, you just kind of sit on the computer and you answer there's 100 questions you answer, but it's very thorough. It gets you the results you need. It gets you the results I need so I can take your resume to the right people. And after that, it's just between you and the interviewer to, make a good impression
and get that job.
You got it.
That's great. That's wonderful, Sam.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing. And if somebody wanted to find you, where would they?
Well, you could find me at my office, which is all the way in Hammond, Indiana, at 200 Russell Street. But you can find me in Michigan City by calling me on my cell phone, 219-221-1761.
Okay.
Yep, and that's a direct line to me, and I'll get you connected with whatever seems like the best resource for what you need.
Wow. Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too.
And keep doing the good work.
Will do.
Okay. Susie Vance, creating from the heart the artistry of living with a guy who knows how to do it. Thank you very much. See you next time. And if you know anyone to interview, let me know. Thank you.